top story of the night. The second trial of a former Fudan University medical student sentenced to death in February for poisoning his roommate is still going on at this hour.
Lin Senhao testified today that what he did was just an April Fool joke, and he had no intention of killing anyone. Our reporter Zhang Jun listened to much of today's trial and looks at the possible outcome.
28-year-old Lin Senhao appeared at the Shanghai Higher People's Court at 10 this morning to appeal his February conviction and death sentence for killing his roommate Huang Yang by putting a toxic chemical into a water dispenser. In front of his father and dozens of other people in the courtroom, he challenged his conviction.
First, I don't think I had a motive for murder. Second, I want to make some corrections on the facts of the crime that I committed.
Lin told the court that he hadn't expected the chemical would be fatal and even used tap water to dilute the poisoned water in the dispenser. But the procurator said that didn't make sense and pointed out that Lin had written a scientific paper about that toxic chemical. He should have been very experienced in using it. And he said Lin didn't confess to anyone when Huang was in critical condition, which went far beyond a joke. After the trial's morning session, Lin's lawyer and parents quickly left the courthouse, with dozens of reporters running after them. Although it could take weeks or even months for the court to issue its final judgment in the second trial, a local law professor says reduced sentences for such kind of death penalty appeals are rare. And he says for this case in particular, the chances are even smaller.
I myself have never heard of any reduced death penalty sentences after appeals for the second trials in town. The Chinese courts are even more careful in handling death penalty sentences than other cases. Such a sentence is always supported by an even stricter logical chain of facts.
Liu says Lin's case so far hasn't met three conditions for a possible sentence reduction.
Did the victim do anything wrong in the whole process? No, he didn't. Does the doer sincerely regret what he did? It seems no, too, because he still considers it a joke. How can that be a joke at the cost of someone's life? Thirdly, do the doer's parents provide any compensation to the victim's family and therefore win their understanding? So far, the answer is no.
Liu says the news media and society should look at the case from a legal point of view and not blindly show sympathy or send a petition letter to authorities asking to forgive someone who violates the law. Zhang Jun, Shanghai Live.